Today I'm going to discuss different ways of buying real estate. I could think of 21 of them real quickly. However, there's actually more than this because some of these that I'm going to give you here, you could put 2 or 3 of these together and form another way to buy real estate. But these are the 21 I could think of real quickly. Okay, let's start off with lease options. What are lease options? Mostly those are residential, although they do have commercial lease options too, but you would lease a property with an option to purchase it over a specific period of time. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't want to get too deep into it. Second one is tax lien certificates. You can go to states and buy the certificates. People don't pay their taxes. A lot of this is raw land. And when they don't pay their tax, then there's a lien filed. You can actually go buy that lien and you make interest on it. Some states are like 6%, some are 12%. I think Florida is like 50%, but you better double check me on that. But anyway, those are tax lien certificates, which is different than a tax deed sale. Okay, this you can sell the certificate off and make your profit. Down here, the tax deed is a property that they take back because you didn't pay your taxes on it, and they're going to have a sale on that. They're going to sell it to whoever the highest bidder is. Foreclosure auctions. Okay. People don't make their payments. They get a certain amount of time to bring the payments current. They don't do that. They'll have the auction. It's called a foreclosure auction, and you can go buy the properties there, but they are all cash. They've already played the game of giving you a loan. You didn't make the payment. So these are all cash. So if it's $200,000 bucks, you got to show up with at least $200,000. Pre-foreclosures. That's somebody who had the notice of default that's already been filed against them, so they're heading towards foreclosure. You can go over there and work deals out with them. A lot of times they believe that they're going to keep the house. In reality, most of them don't keep the house. They can't afford it. That's why they're not making the payments. So you can go over and work a deal out with them on the pre-foreclosures. Buy it from them, get permission from the bank if it's a short sale. Probates. Somebody has died, and you can go to the probate court and look through them and buy properties, or you can go directly to people who have also inherited the properties and buy the property from them. There's 2 different ways. Some go to court, some don't go to court. You don't want to go to court. And I have also videos out on probate, so if you want to go watch that video, you'll know why you don't want to go to court. Short sales. Somebody's buying a property and they're paying less than what's owed. That's the bottom line. So that's a short sale. You got to work a deal out with the owner, take that to the bank for permission. I also have a video out on short sales. If you want to get deep into that, you can gotta watch that video. Wholesaling. I believe I did a video on wholesaling. That's where you line up a contract. You'd have no plans on purchasing the property, but you line it up on a contract and you sell that property to somebody else. You charge them a fee. It's almost like getting a commission if you're a real estate agent. Assignments. That has to do with wholesaling. These 2 go together a lot. Okay. Somebody else works out the deal. You like the deal, he can assign you the deal for a price. Give him $5,000, he'll give you the deal or something to that effect. Mortgage notes. Mortgage notes are commodities. They can be bought and sold like anything else. Almost all lenders sell their notes. And you can buy notes, you can buy private notes, you can buy institutional notes, you can buy tapes of notes from the banks. Rehabbing or fix and flips. That is when you go out and you find a junker, and you buy it and you fix it all up and you resell it for a profit. That's a fix and flip or a rehab. Reverse mortgages. If you get old like me and you're over age 62, you can do a reverse mortgage on your house. Okay, which is the exact opposite of a forward mortgage. And I have a whole video out on reverse mortgages, so I suggest you just go to that one. Apartments, commercial property. You want to buy a lot of units and have income coming in off of it? Buy apartment buildings. Buy and holds. Those are for people who buy. I've done this a lot. And you hold on to the property 8 or 10 years, maybe the rest of your life, whatever. But you buy it for a good price. You hold it for the cash flow. Self-storages. I love self-storage. I have done a video on self-storage. The reason why I like self-storage is no tenants, no toilets, no plumbing. I'm sick of plumbing when it comes to commercial properties. Mobile home parks. This is like buying raw land. and you're renting out pads to everybody. I've also done a video on mobile home parks, so if you want to get a little deeper into it, go watch my video on mobile home parks. Options. And what you're doing when you're buying an option is you're not really buying the property. You're buying the right to buy it for a certain price for a certain period of time. If you exercise your option, then you bought the property. If you choose not to exercise your option, you lose your option deposit. Okay. Double escrows. These are used on A, B, C transactions, which I just did a video on. A and B are in one escrow, and B and C are in another escrow. So really what's going on is B's buying from A, and then C's buying from B. But B's really not going to own it long. He's probably just going to take his money out and move on. So it's almost like an A to C transaction. Triple net leases. These are on commercial properties. What happens is I own a commercial property and I'm renting it to you, but I don't like paying the taxes, the insurance, or the maintenance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay all that, and then I'm going to bill you separately for each one of those. That's called a triple net lease. So the tenant pays those. Sale leasebacks. This is mostly done with commercial properties, mostly businesses. What they'll do is they need to raise capital. They own the property, they own the building. So they will sell the building to investors. They get the capital back. Now they got operating capital, but they don't want to move. They need that building to work out of for whatever reason. So they're going to start paying rent to the investors. That's what a sale leaseback is. Single family dwellings. These are the ones that are used the most. These are the ones that most landlords, when they start out with, they want to buy a house and put a tenant in the house, which is fine for starters. It gets boring once you've been doing it for a long period of time. Also, single-family residences are what most people buy to live in. Got to have a roof over your head. So that's what they buy. That's a fancy way of saying houses. Okay, if you need any more information on the 21 ways to buy real estate, then you can go over here to my YouTube channel. You can, which is hashtag Floyd Loans. Make sure you put the hashtag in there. And you can see almost all of these videos that I have. And then you got Facebook at Floyd Loans, Twitter at Floyd Loans, and Floyd at WoodrumFinancial.com. You can reach me there.